Okay, so this week's, well, I say week as if it comes out more than once a year. This year's review is going to be SCOOB.
Yay.
2020. That is the year. Discuss. We just watched it. We just watched it when it finished, like 5 minutes ago, literally.
Yeah, about.
Okay, so have a way. What did you? Who am I with today? Which who am I talking to?
This is Windjammer Watson.
Windjammer Watson, the original, the OG double W, with the OG JS. So, SCOOB, shoot, off you go.
Overall, I'd say it's like an alright film.
Mm-hmm.
It probably could have done better. It's just.
You're blowing me away right now with this analysis.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so let's go through. Okay, positives. Yeah, what was bit? Yeah, that bit was good.
There's like a chase bit in the fairground thing.
Okay, yeah,
I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah.
There was there was a few jokes in there that I enjoyed, and a few just bits that were unintentionally funny.
What was it? What? Give me an unintentionally funny bit.
Like when they recreated the
the original intro, yeah.
And they had the bookcase slide along, and then the guy stood out. It
was that Is that Elias Kingston, or was that?
I think so, because they used him for the Be Cool Scooby-Doo episodes, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that was the same guy.
It looks like him.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, I'd say. All right. To be honest, I think what happened was I was like, okay, this isn't for me. And then at that point, like, some of it kind of, like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, thinking back of it, and like, while I was watching it, I don't know what it did. It, like, kind of hypnotized me. To where I was like, okay, it's not, like, terrible. But, like, now that I think back to it, like, that end fight was kind of shit. And, yeah. Okay, positives. I have a list of, like, I think 3 or 4 things I thought was actually funny.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so, number 1. Okay, that's another point. The bit where they were kids, I thought was, like, better. Like, wasn't that bit, like, more fun?
It kind of.
It was for me.
Like, if they... I know it's meant to be, like, the main focus of the film, but if they hadn't focused on Shaggy being, like, alone, and then just going to Halloween, they're just kind of like, oh, Shaggy's alone, this is how they met, boom, done.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think about how they met?
I think it was alright, although it was kind of weird that Fred just managed to pick up an axe and throw it perfectly to cut a wire.
I meant specifically Shaggy and Scooby.
Yeah, it was alright. I can see them meeting like that.
Okay. I don't know. I wasn't that keen on the opening. The bit I liked was like the Halloween bit, which we'll go on to in a bit, but it was just weird. It's like, okay, Scooby-Doo's got some kebab meat in a pile of sand, and Shaggy's talking to the sand because he's that much of a fucking loser. Like, so he was never like a loser. He wasn't like a... Like, he was kind of like the outcast guy, but that was more because he was kind of like quirky. It wasn't like he was like an actual like kind of sucker. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't like a loser. They were like lovable, kind of...
He was goofy.
Goofy. What's the word? Alright, so original Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, like what were they? They were kind of like... They were wimps, but he wasn't like a loser. Yeah, because like when they'd go to like places, he'd like talk to people. It wasn't like I have no friends. He was like kind of like his own kind of thing. He was like happy to be. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because like there's like the one, I think one of the Creeper when they have like the barn dance.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And they were like dancing and shit. He wasn't. I don't know. I just didn't like that whole.
He wasn't much of a.
Maybe there might be kind of like, oh, he like grew into it, but like as a kid, okay, which I guess is fair enough. But I don't know. Yeah. Like because okay, well, I keep saying we'll get onto it later. Okay, we'll just talk about. Right, so the other thing that kind of pissed me off was like Fred being like a thick jock. Yeah, like that's all he was. His character was literally just meathead thicko.
I mean, that can be seen in the animation as well. His head is like massive.
It's not. He's got big body. He's got really a big chest,
meaty head.
No, you think about it. He's got a big upper body. Yeah. He's got like square shoulders, whereas Shaggy's got like a little skinny frame.
But he's like they've always looked like that. Which is kind of...
No, like... I mean him being like a dumb fuck. Like Fred wasn't a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
He was like He did have a way of coming off kind of a bit like he was better than people, but he wasn't like a dumb shit like he is in this film.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of the main things. Daphne may as well not be in it. She was like non-existent practically. Like, what did she actually do? She did nothing. She helped the little Hooverhead. That's it. Hooverhead's actually a pretty awesome name, by the way.
Yeah. I forgot Daphne was in it half the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and Velma was fine.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like, it was like, okay, Shaggy's voice, obviously not Matthew Lillard from the live action films, or basically from, what was it, Mystery Incorporated onwards? I think, maybe.
I
off the
thought
top
you
of my
started
head.
like a little before that.
What was the series before? Because wasn't the one before that What's New? And because that was Casey Kasem still.
Oh.
I don't know.
Maybe,
Anyway.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, what do you think? Okay, what do you think about Shaggy's voice?
It was alright at bits. There was like a few things where I didn't mind it, but if he kept going on and like not being quiet, then it kind of just got annoying.
Yeah, sometimes I think it was hit and miss for me. Like, sometimes it was like, I was like, oh, that was actually quite good. And then other times it would be like, it's just a guy doing like that whining voice like this. I'm Shaggy Rogers. Like that kind of.
Yeah. Like the longer it went on, it kind of
Like
got
Scoob,
more.
I'm doing my voice where I do it like this. And it reminded me of like Shaggy Scooby-Doo Get a Clue at points.
I can't remember that.
Oh, okay. I think that's like, I kind of hate that guy's voice. Yeah. Okay. So back to stuff that I thought was good, or funny at least. Like the bit that made me laugh the most, and it was in like the first 5 minutes, was the whole him thinking she was Harry Potter when she was a judge, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm such and such," and he was like, "Oh, she in Hufflepuff." That was funny. That was funny. And then the other thing I said to you while we were watching it was, so the guy was dressing up like some sort of ghost monk to keep people away from his stolen goods, but all he was doing was putting them in a cupboard and not touching them, or looking at them, or using them, or selling them. You'd think he would sell them on, but instead he's stockpiling just a load of technology and TVs, and they're still in the boxes. Like, what is he doing? Why is he doing that?
Maybe like Shaggy does say they found like the smallest IKEA or Walmart in there, so maybe he was planning to sell them on.
No, he just means it's got loads of shit in it, is what he means. Yeah. So like literally, there's a fucking person on checkout over here in his cupboard.
See, that could have been a good
That would
joke.
have been funny, yeah, actually. We should have wrote it.
Yeah.
I forget now, but like, it's one of them things where when you're watching it, you're like, oh my god, it'd be good if they did this, and then they don't.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, why don't you do that? That's so obvious. Like, okay, yeah. Talk about Pixar and stuff about.
How about the villains? What did you think?
What do you mean the villains?
Well, what did you think of them? What was like?
Okay, all right. As soon as Simon Cowell turned up, I was like, this is not what I thought. This is not going in a good direction.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's like that kind of thing where it's like, oh, no one wants to watch it unless there's like fucking celebrities in it.
I think.
Why is he there?
I think part of the reason for him to be there was just for that bit at the end.
But it's stupid.
Well, yeah, it's stupid.
It doesn't add anything. Because I was saying, like, okay, so basically, so spoilers, alright? It's not like... Yeah, okay, it is a big spoiler because it's the end, but, I mean, it's not like this film you need to go out your way to see. So, big plot reveal is that Dick Dastardly is Simon Cowell, and then they take off the Simon Cowell face, and it's Dick Dastardly again. That's it. They literally put that in there because it's Scooby-Doo and someone gets unmasked at the end, and they're like, oh shit, there isn't a fucking mystery here. It's just Dick Dastardly. What can we do to make it kind of pretend that there is? Oh, we'll just make it look like it's someone else. Yeah. Oh, but no, it's Dick Dastardly. It's a Scooby-Doo film that has no mystery. There is no mystery here. There's no mystery.
I thought at one point they were like talking about a mystery. Like they were like, oh, this is
the mystery. The mystery was, why does he want him? But then he told us like halfway through. He's like, oh, I want it because I want to get to this place because there's treasure. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I give a fuck? Oh, wait, I don't. Stupid. Zac Efron sucked.
Yeah, he was...
No, Fred was terrible. Like, not only, like, his voice, like, it was like he turned up, he rolled over out of bed. Oh, well, like, it sucked.
Yeah.
His lines were shit, because his character sucked. Bad. Fred was
very
bad.
bad.
Maybe one of the worst things in it. Like, other than the fact that there's no mystery. Because they kind of won me over with the whole Dick Dastardly with the robot thing, because that was kind of, like, alright. I think, like, once I got to grips with the fact that there isn't going to be an actual, like, kind of thing going on here, and this is a story, I was like, okay, fine. Let's just go along with this. Because when you think about it, it's more in the vein of, like, a Despicable Me kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Hufflepuff was the best joke. Hufflepuff was the best joke in the thing. Oh yeah, I also said that I thought Scooby should have had a higher pitched voice when he's a pup.
Yeah, instead of sounding like...
Because he sounds the same like the whole time. Also, his fucking outfit sucked. That superhero outfit was shit. Like his one that he wears for cosplay in Mask of the Blue Falcon looked just as good. And that's shit.
I thought it was going to keep going. Like,
yeah, it just covers...
It kind of like... It started going over him.
Literally, why didn't they just put the shoes on him?
I don't know.
Because nothing else happened. All that happened was that he had like Frozone kind of
fly
like, things. Hover discs or something. Like the wizard, is it, out of Spider-Man?
Yeah.
He had like plates that he could float on like that. That was about it. Why bother with the rest of the stupid suit?
I mean, the only other thing that actually did anything was like the weird collar they gave him, which shot like a grappling hook that could be used
I forgot about that. We'll just change his collar and give him some shoes. Like, it'd look weird because he'd be naked still. But he's naked all the time anyway, while he wears his collar. That's another thing that's stupid. The collar thing. The collar storyline.
Oh, God.
So Shaggy gives Scooby-Doo... Oh, yeah, okay, what do you think about his... So his name in this is not Scooby-Doo. You think about it, it's just Scooby-Doo.
Oh, my God.
They've retconned his name.
It's film.
And Shaggy... I don't think... Was Shaggy once called Norville?
I thought he... I thought he was like, oh, I'm Norval, but everyone calls me Shaggy.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I'm not sure if that
I must have just zoned out, I
can't remember.
But yeah, in this film, Scooby-Doo's name is Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah. And I didn't like the joke.
Doobie! I just saw that. His middle name's not Doobie. It's not Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I don't think that's his middle name. It's just... It goes
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Like Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yeah.
His middle name isn't Doobie. Like, this film has no... Can you, like, is it quotable? Can you think of, like, a quote where you're like, oh, that was a good line? Because, like, the Hufflepuff joke, but it wasn't, like,
a few
quote.
of the jokes are, like, alright.
Yeah, but, like, think, like, Scooby-Doo, the movie. Alright, we're gonna go for, like, the big mainstream release in cinema movies. Alright, first one. You got Melvin Doo. She got that chicken's not alive.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna look at myself naked. Mary Jane is a man in a mask.
There's a lot of just quotable things from the originals.
Bad grandma, don't eat the kitty. See? And then so this one is like nothing really memorable about it. I liked both the first and second live action Scooby-Doo films. They are great. I don't care what anyone says. They're really good. They're fun, entertaining. The monsters are cool. I'm just really sad that we didn't get to see the... Did I show you the space cook that I didn't end up using?
Yeah,
that deleted scene, and he had like the bullets in, and that was like really awesome. That was really exciting because I found that like 15, 16 years after I watched the original.
Yeah.
Or maybe 16, 17 actually. And then to see like a new thing that I hadn't seen before, I was like, that was like really awesome. Yeah, I don't think people are going to be doing that with this one, like, in, 20 years, coming back and be like, oh, yeah, that Scoob thing was, like, so good. No, because it basically wasn't, really.
I hope not. If anyone's going to tell, like, their kids about it in the future...
They're not. They forgot.
No, if they do...
Someone could be having a kid tomorrow and they'd forget to tell...
It would be a thing, like... Oh, you found that Scoob film. Don't watch it. Don't bother.
Yeah.
I can explain.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it. Like, I don't need to watch it again. I probably wouldn't recommend people to watch it.
No.
Maybe if you're like really into Scooby-Doo, I'd say watch it. Just so you've watched it, essentially. But if you don't, you're not missing anything. Okay, so speaking of the costume, Blue Falcon, cool costume.
I thought so. I quite liked it.
I really liked it. Like,
Yeah.
when he had the cape, and then later on when he gets the wings, that was like another like feather in the cap. I was like, oh, that shit's pretty cool, actually. And I liked how the falcon head was like the top beak and the bottom beak kind of like came over his head. I liked it. Okay, so yeah, no mystery. What else? While you think of something else to talk about, I can talk about the Easter eggs or references I found.
That's a good idea.
So, okay. So, I only saw 4. I was looking for them probably after like 15 minutes in. Right. So, first of all, we have Peebles Pet Shop, which was visible at one point. And that is a reference to Mr. Peebles, who owned a pet shop that Wanda Sykes worked in Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, which was like the new one that came out kind of, I think, last year. And it was like a big fish monster. And Mr. Peebles was the fish monster. That was the
Oh, right.
Yeah. And actually, Magilla Gorilla was in that.
Magilla Gorilla.
Yeah. And he's got a little hat. Not as good as the gorilla from the No Face Zombie Chase. Remember that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? The No Face Zombie?
No Face Zombie?
He's got like the pink cloak. And there's a Dilly Dally Dolly factory. And they have to break in. There's a kangaroo that boxes, and Scooby-Doo has to pretend he's a kangaroo that with boxing gloves, and then he fights a kangaroo, the toy kangaroo.
It's ringing a bell, but I can't remember.
How do you? That's like a classic. That's like one of my favorite ones. Because then at the start, they're eating the sandwich that's so big, and so Shaggy has to eat the sandwich at the end, but then he pushes out the window. So Scooby has to run out and then go in the back alley and eat the sandwich from outside. And when he's like leaning against the wall, and then the zombie comes through, and he's got the coin, the old coin. Okay, you need to go. All right, this is for everyone. Like you don't remember it, you have to go and see it because that was like a really good episode. Except the bit at the end that makes no sense. I forgot about that bit. Okay, no one's gonna go watch it anyway. So basically, see this is how good it was. We're talking about a freaking old. All right, I mean this is how good Scoob was. We're talking about something else. Okay,
yeah.
So there's like it's like the toy factory. So they have a machine that clones the toys.
Right.
So there's the one that's like a little one who goes, Mama, and it's like a little doll that kind of walks.
Oh,
so there's a bit where they make that, but then Scooby-Doo falls in it, and it makes Scooby-Doo's that I don't know if they talk, but I think when they go in the room, they're all like barking, from what I can remember. But like, yeah, like that's stupid, but it's still like a really good episode. And then the bit with the popcorn, they have like the popcorn machine, and then there's like loads of popcorn comes out of it, and then like piles up, and then they run away from the gorilla or something. Okay, so reference number 1 was the Peebles Pet Shop thing. Back to that. Okay, second one was the Neapolitan ice cream thing. It's like the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry scoops with the pickle or the pepper or something on top.
Jalapeno, yeah.
Yeah,
pepper.
That was in an episode, but I cannot I didn't want to Google it and like look stuff up because I just wanted to come in like my raw kind of thoughts and memories and stuff. So I don't know. I can't remember what episode it's from, but I really remember. Or it might have been like an old film. Could it have been like Witch's Ghost maybe or something? Is it in Witch's Ghost?
I think so. Because don't they like eat the pepper first and then it burns them and then they drink the ice cream because it like melts it or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. Hang on. What I put in Scooby-Doo Neapolitan.
Okay, while you're doing that, what did you think about the whole Cerberus skulls things?
Stupid.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, like I don't know what the point in that was.
It goes from them being chased by mini robot things and being saved by Blue Falcon to Dick Dastardly trying to get to the underworld.
Yes.
I can't remember.
And the treasure kept moving around, as we discussed during
yeah.
our... Okay, I can't find any kind of reference to it. Because if you type in, like, Neapolitan, then it just comes up with the Case of the Bad Humor Man, which is one where they have the Neapolitan ghost, which literally just look like different coloured versions of the... what are they called? The Phantom Shadows, you know, the green ones.
Oh...
I'm pretty sure they're in like either a film or I'm feeling like it's more like a one of the old like original series things. I'll try and have a look, and then I might put like a thing in the description or maybe a comment or something, if I can clarify or find it. But yeah, I know for a fact it's in something. I just can't think where. But that was like one of the things like, oh fuck. Okay, anyway. So third thing that I noticed was the Hex Girls poster in the amusement park thing, where before Dick Dastardly, what did he do? Shoot him.
He had like a weird magnet.
He had a he had it. It was shaped like the magnets at a Cyber Chase.
Yeah,
but it was a gun. It was kind of like the Star-Lord's thing.
Yeah.
Whatever that's called, like a plasma cutter from Dead Space or something. Anyway, he shoots Shaggy instead of killing him. It fucks him off at like a weird angle, so he can land in a Ferris wheel carriage with
Blue Falcon.
Which was that bit was funny when he had the Falcon bomb.
Yeah,
and he goes to throw it, and then it lands in their pod. So they're like kind of swapping it between them, and they're both scared of it. That was funny. That was another good. I think there was like 4 bits. I thought like that was a good funny bit. And then my last reference I saw. Well, okay, if you don't know who the Hex Girls are, they're just like a band that kind of like turn up in those.
Up in the Witch's Ghost.
Yeah, that was their first appearance in Witch's Ghost, and they came back in Vampire Rock or Legend of the Vampire. There's 2 different versions, what it's called. And then didn't they turn up in like some What's New Scooby-Doo episodes?
I think so.
Yeah, because there's that one where it's like the vampire guy, but then you find out who it is like halfway through, and then it's the twin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then they turned up in Mystery Incorporated.
Yeah.
So, or at least just Thorn, maybe, something like that.
So something happened with them.
Yeah. No, but Thorn's cool because she's voiced by the same one that does Sam from Totally Spies, and Catwoman in that, you know, the old PS1 Spider-Man game where like it's like Venom's in it and like Eddie Brock, and there's like the fog, and it's got the creepy Venom Carnage Doc Ock.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that,
she's Catwoman in that, and she's cool, and she was female Shepard's voice, but I never played as female Shepard. I was always Guy Shepard. So yeah, Mass Effect, man, what great games. Well, until never mind. Okay, yeah, so that's the Hex Girls, just like a band that kind of had like a goth gimmick going on.
Yeah,
and she was part Wiccan because she ends up saving the day in Witch's Ghost.
Oh,
which is really good as well. You should watch that. Yeah, it's basically turned into a list of what you should watch instead.
Yeah.
Like Witch's Ghost through to Cyber Chase.
Like if you haven't seen them, or even if you have, just go watch them again.
Yeah. And then there's like certain episodes that are just like really awesome. Okay, so last thing that I noticed was do you remember they went to Messick Mountain?
Yeah.
And the original Scooby-Doo voice actor guy was Don Messick. So that was like a obvious one. Other than that, I didn't pick any up.
Didn't you say there was like someone's original design or something?
Oh no, it's just because when it was like in Dick Dastardly's like lair, they had like a cardboard cutout of him, but then that was how he looked in the cartoon. There wasn't like anything
right.
like that. Amazing. Yeah. Okay, so that was pretty much it on that front. What I have a thing on what references they should have put in it. So there's a bit when they're in like the desert when they're driving. Yeah, and I'm like, you should totally put in some sort of reference to Alien Invaders, because it's set basically in the desert. So I was thinking either have in the background, you could have the satellite that the 3 people worked on, or what are they called? Quick, let's go.
I can't remember. I know Luke Skywalker was one of
Yeah,
them.
no, I was thinking it was Nick.
Wasn't one like Sally or something?
Sally, was it Sally? You had like the Claire. Was it Claire?
I don't know. It sounds like it would be. Though. It's like I can't remember the other guy's name.
Simon. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, you had like a black guy, white guy, and a white chick, and they were like the scientists investigating the thing. Which also I loved the fact that it took me like ages to work out that, you know, the start when they have like the opening sweep through space.
Yeah.
And it's like going into thing. Like that's like the aliens turning up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real aliens.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's why it's cool. Because then they just suddenly turn up and then they're like, hey dude. See, that was
Shit.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my god!
Like when you look back at it, you're like, okay, that's awesome. All right, they should have some sort of reference to like the diner, or to Lester's truck, or to the satellite, or to even when there was that bit when there was like the spaceship or something, and it could have had the design of the alien invader spaceship, or because we were saying it looked like, I said that looked like the Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah,
Similar,
yeah.
like from the back, it had like that kind of weird kind of thruster movie round thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Other things was when they went to the amusement, could have had some sort of cyber chase thing.
Yeah.
Anything like okay,
Or like Charlie the robot, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, they
Robot
already
thing?
had him in that start bit, so it'd be kind of.
Well, yeah, but
Or like the bouncy castle that the Gator Ghoul lands on. Oh no, it's empty. They jump off and land on it. Yeah, I'd be interested to go back and have a look at the roller coaster and see if the roller coaster looks like it, because they use like the same kind of thing. But yeah, that like something like that. Also, cyber chase when they went to the prehistoric bit and you had like the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Well, you had like the dinosaurs. You had a purple pterodactyl, but that's kind of stretching. It's trying to say that's like a reference because you had the purple pterodactyl in cyber chase. Well, actually, the kid was kind of like blue, and then the mum was more purple, and then you were saying a maroon T-Rex. And we never got a T-Rex, which I was sad about.
I was kind of expecting because there's like a little volcano on that island thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting it to like erupt or something, so they'd have to get off there faster.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, if they do that, then they could do like the baby is stuck on the mountain thing.
That'd be like way too direct.
No, even like just in the background or something.
Yeah. Okay. This is let it die though. Because they die as well, because they can't just disappear and run away this time.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was about it for stuff. Can you think of anything else where they could have like put something in?
I don't.
Oh yeah, well there was it Takamoto or yeah.
Yeah,
Takamoto bowling place. Which off the top of my head, that doesn't really ring any bells for me. But I feel like that was probably a reference to something. Because a lot of the older ones had like Japanese.
Yeah.
Because what's it? Zombie Island looks like a freaking anime. Like when you look back at it now, like the style.
Yeah.
So it might be something to do with like, it might be some sort of reference to do with that. Yeah. So we were talking about the collar thing. We touched on it like ages ago.
Yeah.
Tell them the collar story.
So pretty much because Shaggy was a lonely crap when he met Scooby.
It's like the first night as well, isn't it? He like introduces the thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're gonna be together forever, or whatever. Yeah.
Pretty much he like took him home. He was like, okay, I'm gonna like adopt you now, and I don't want to like submit. I don't want to rush into this. In his words.
Mm-hmm. Like they were gonna have a baby together or something at some point.
And then he's like, oh, I got you this collar.
Yeah.
And he's like, Scooby was like, oh, I'm never gonna take it off. And Shaggy was saying, no, I'm never gonna leave you. And then the film happens.
Yeah, okay. So that's the setup basically, is that he gives him the collar, and which we don't know where he got it from. It's got the initials on it that he came up with like probably a few hours earlier. And somehow he's made this collar, or he's found it. And that just happens to have the initials of Scooby-Doo. So yeah, he says, Scooby says, I'll never take it off.
Yeah.
So they get to the bit where they put on that stupid costume.
Yeah.
To be fair, they could have just put it on over the top. The thing that they do give him in the end.
I don't know why like the collar didn't just thingy around the collar.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's enough room in there.
But it was like a spray paint. That like spray paint his gold gauntlets on. Which didn't really make sense. But anyway, they were like, oh, let's put this thing on. But they were like, oh, we have to take that collar off because we can't put your outfit on if you got a collar on. So then, this is literally what happens.
Yeah.
They say, we can't put your collar on, you can't put your outfit on unless we take the collar off. So, Shaggy and Scooby look at each other through the window, because Shaggy's looking at him through the window.
Sad.
Yeah. And Shaggy nods at Scooby-Doo, as in, let them take it off. Is that not what happens?
It happens.
That's what happens. So, not only does Scooby-Doo not actually actively take it off, but they use like a little grip hand thing, which is like the kind of, take it off. And then for, half an hour, he's like a fucking...
Like, until...
emotional girlfriend or something. and he's like in a mood because he took off the collar. Which he fucking totally... He was like, to take it off.
Yeah.
He didn't say it. He nodded to him. He was like, okay, look, you'll have to take it off. And then he gets offended.
I'm guessing he was like, oh, Scooby will just say no, just like blah blah blah, and then it just comes off as stupid.
But he didn't do it anyway. If Scooby-Doo would have took it off, then maybe that's something.
Yeah.
Do you know what would have been something? If he hadn't have fucking nodded and they would have just took it off. I don't know.
Okay, what would have been better?
The whole storyline was stupid. Speaking of stuff that's stupid, the whole Fred is in love with the Mystery Machine.
Yeah.
They touch on it once in the opening bit where they add in him drawing a heart or something.
Yeah,
and he's having a picnic. He's having a picnic with the van. The whole Fred being in love with something is funny. But it depends what context is. Because in Mystery Incorporated, he loves traps.
Oh my god. Wait, can you remember the bit where Daphne's like, wait, what is this? And picks up a magazine.
Yeah. And it's like
just
traps. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's like his dirty... hidden under his mattress is like a magazine about traps. Okay, that's funny. Because Daphne's trying to win him over. And he's like...
obsessed with traps.
He's obsessed with traps. He loves traps. That's why it's funny. Same thing with Franken-Creepy.
Yeah.
Where Fred loves the Mystery Machine. And Daphne's not like actively going after him as much as in Thingy, but there is like a kind of thing there where she kind of wants him to...
Yeah, because...
Although it's kind of, if you wanted to, it's kind of like a friendship thing as well, because then she's like kind of actually feels bad for him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But it's the way they do it, the execution. The execution, that's it as well. Context, execution. Because in Franken-Creepy, it's funny, they keep coming back to it, because it's like the Edgar Wright editing thing, you know, like Hot Fuzz, where it's like money, cut to pint glasses, cut to them getting filled up, cut to them getting put on a table. It's like that, but like it'll be like the Mystery Machine blowing up, and then you have like a close up on like Fred's eyes, and then that kind of
different angles. Yeah,
like that kind of thing, like hammer it up, which makes it funny. So they do that in that, and he loves a Mystery Machine, and they keep it going the whole way through. Because it'll be like, oh, we need to go to such and such, and it's like, okay, great, I'll just get the mystery room, and then he goes sad, and then you cut back to the flashback. That's funny. This one, you have that one scene at the start where he loves a Mystery Machine, because I guess they were just like, oh, what's Fred's thing? Oh, he likes Mystery Machines. Yeah. No traps. He doesn't even make a trap in this.
Oh, he doesn't even all
he does is throw an axe. Yeah, that's like, oh my god, dude, we could go like another hour on that shit. Like, They massacred Fred. They did the Incredibles thing that I found annoying, where you get these second Incredibles, you're like, let's do stuff as a gang. But then it's literally the same. It's the same as the first one, where it's like, okay, one of the parents has to go off, and then the other one basically has to kind of get involved, and then all of them get together at the end and do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's the same story, which is why I got kind of annoyed. Like, I liked it. I still like it now, but I feel like the second one, they could have done more stuff. Like, Screenslave was cool. Okay, we're getting on to Incredibles. Yeah. Back to Scooby-Doo. Fred was stupid. Like, he was stupid. They didn't make him do his usual stuff. They literally had to crowbar in their, like, catchphrases. Because then it'd be like... So I remember Daphne said Jeepers... Shaggy definitely said Zoinks. I don't know if Velma said Jinkies. I wasn't paying attention. I'm pretty sure Scooby-Doo didn't go ruh-roh.
I don't remember any of them saying their catchphrases. Like,
two of them definitely did. I remember the Zoinks and the Jeepers. And Fred didn't say hold the phone, because that was his new one that he picked up in Mystery Incorporated, because he never had one. Anyway, I was talking about, the whole Mystery Machine thing. So then you can explain it, because it's just...
Okay, stupid. So yeah, they do the thing at the beginning, and then
at the end
on that island, they have to like the jet gets destroyed. So they
how does it get destroyed? I don't even remember actually.
Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly. That's his brother.
But yeah, Dick does something to it, so they can't.
No, it's
fly.
because they got a Hooverhead. They zoom in, and for some reason they just go to shoot Daphne. Because the robots really hate Daphne for some reason. And then, instead of just aiming at the van, they zoom right in on Daphne's fucking head. Because, like, let's kill this fucking ginger bitch right now. And then Hooverhead's like, oh my god, she's gonna die. She helped me blow my she helped me blow my stuff out of my funnel. So I'm gonna save her. So he moves it, and then it hits like the engine fan or something.
I thought it hit Dynamite because he was on like the top.
Well, whatever. It hits something, and then it crashes.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Like the big wolf thing comes out, whatever the hell it was, and the rest of the group got to hide in like a big pot, and they're talking between themselves, and they're like, "Oh, Fred should do this." They're like, "Oh, where's Fred?" And it just cuts back to him standing at the mystery machine, holding like the front little wheel thing.
Oh yeah, like the front panel thing,
yeah.
like the flower.
The flower. Yeah. And he's like being all sad over it. Then he uses it like a shield.
And then runs.
And then gets...
I forgot about that as well. I forgot. Okay, so they do this thing where it's meant to be like, oh, it's funny because he loves it, right? What is the payoff for that? Okay, there's been no build-up. You think, okay, this is going to be some sort of thing that they've kind of tried to crowbar in. He runs at it. He gets flicked away. That's it. It's done. Why?
I just want to point out, he gets flicked so hard that the dust on his face that he wiped on there just disappears.
Yeah, that's a hard flicking. It reminded me of when Scrappy-Doo has just returned to normal size, and then Scooby just like kind of flicks him away or something.
Yeah, it was like slightly bigger scale. That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, no mystery because it's Dick Dastardly, and why is Cerberus?
I'm not sure.
A 3-headed dog had nothing to do with anything else. Who was it? Alexander the Great and Peritus. Peritus the fucking dog. And for some reason he had an underworld thing, but then it's not like the underworld because it grows on top of the earth. And then Muttley was in there, and then why? What was the whole Muttley thing? Why?
Because they were like, "Oh, we're gonna steal the treasure from the underworld."
Yeah,
and then
using a portal, and then they couldn't get back out again, and then Muttley got left in it, and then why the underworld? Whatever.
Why not? It's got to be supernatural. I don't know. I think they were just like, oh, what's it called? Zombie Island was a big hit because it had actual monsters in it.
But then lately they've been going away from that. Like the whole... Because they've literally to the point that they've had to go back through old ones and be like, look, it wasn't really monsters. Like the Curse of the 13 Ghosts or whatever the shit. Alright, okay, so I was continuing to look up that jalapeno ice cream.
Yeah.
When I found this article from Fansided.
Oh, God.
So it says, Shaggy and his best pal aren't only sandwich experts, though. They apparently also come up with their own recipes. When they prepare a snack for Blue Falcon, they give him ice cream, ... with jalapenos. Strange or genius? When Blue Falcon questions this recipe, Shaggy tells him that it's sweet and spicy, the perfect treat. Now, I would be lying if I said I don't love to indulge in spicy chips right after having something sweet, and vice versa. So Shaggy may be onto something here. The next time we serve ourselves a bowl of ice cream, we'll throw in some spice in there and see what we think. We'll get back to you. What do you think about this ice cream recipe treat? Do you agree with Shaggy in that spicy and sweet snacks are the perfect combo? Or do you prefer keeping them separate? That's an article. That is an article on a website. Someone got paid.
Oh my God.
I'm presuming.
I hope not.
To put up an article just saying they had sweet and spicy ice cream. And surely, by the way, it should be called Spice Cream. Just saying that right now.
Oh my God.
Back to that. jib.suave, trademark, ting, Spice Cream. So yeah, Underworld thing was stupid. Cerberus, don't know why. The whole thing with the skulls and the treasure, pretty stupid when you think back on it. You think about it. The whole gang, going back to the Incredibles thing, was only together for like 2 scenes.
Yeah, there's like the beginning.
Because you only see them together in the... Well, I mean, you see them in the... As not adults, so like maybe like teenagers.
Yeah.
But you see them together, excluding the recreation of the intro thing. You see them at the malt shop. And then they break up. And then they don't get back together till the fucking end. You don't actually see them all together.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Well, actually, they get back together in the Colosseum bit.
Yeah.
But
See, the Colosseum bit, they could have...
The Colosseum bit was really late. How skeleton gladiators.
Like,
Leo the Lion just rocking up.
At least make a reference to... What's it called? Thingy again.
Yeah. Have a freaking chalk diamond on the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they included Captain Caveman, besides...
I feel like they were like, oh, we need to use these properties. So it's like we have Captain Caveman and Muttley and Dick Dastardly.
I think they were going for, like, an MCU, DC...
But they barely...
thing.
Like a Hanna-Barbera, the expanded universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. Like that, I don't know why. Just give me a mystery. Give me a mystery, and it's a cartoon, so you can have like a cooler chase. You can have more elaborate kind of stuff going on because it's a film. You can put the budget out a bit. You can make like a really cool. Was there a chase scene? There was the opening with the robots in the bowling alley.
Yeah, there was that one. There was the fairground one.
Okay, yeah, 2, and then they had the fight at the end. It wasn't really a chase at the Colosseum. It was like a fight.
It was literally just like Blue Falcon.
Reminded me of Attack of the Clones, when we're in like the Colosseum pit and they have the monsters and they tie them to the pillars.
Oh,
Like just like the look of it, 'cause it was like dirt, like kind of
just
sandy and dirty and So it's just strange.
I don't.
It's just
know.
like do better.
I don't know what they were thinking. Like
like what did this warrant if this would have just been a cartoon, and it was called like I don't know, not Hanna-Barbera in the title, but like some sort of reference to that, like I don't even know, but like this, I don't know why this had to be the feature film. They've had how long? They've never done an animated feature film for cinemas, and this is the one that they were like, this is the one that we should take forward.
I think it's because like new generation, they made a Sonic
Yeah, that's
film.
the thing. Maybe it's not. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this is for like little kids. But I don't know. Is it even that? I don't know.
It's like younger kids who might have watched, like, came into it at Mystery Inc.
Or any time, like
or any time. But it's mainly for
it's
the younger
mainly
audience.
yeah.
Because they're just like, oh, kids like superheroes, kids like robots, kids like explosions. Like they like all this stuff. Let's just put that in a film, and we'll put Scooby-Doo in the title because Scooby-Doo's famous.
Yeah.
Go for it. Do whatever you want.
It's 51 years. If you've been watching from the start and you were waiting for a cinematic release, this is what you get. 51 years, half a century, and you get this film. That's what you're waiting for, dude. I don't know. It's not. It wasn't terrible. If it had just been like a normal cartoon, then it would have been still like meh. It's just the fact that this was a big cinematic film that they went with. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't get it.
It's just...
And I can't say enough. There was no mystery. Mystery Inc. They were just ink after this. They're just incorporated. There was no mystery involved.
No. See, the mystery is at the end. There
no,
you go. There's your mystery.
The way to try and make you pretend that there was some element of mystery and unmasking was to have a pointless unmasking. Which they did. They did the same thing in the film, except it was actually someone. Unmask the silver guy. Yeah. It's Heather Jasper Howe. Oh my god. Unmask him again. What? It's Jonathan Jacobo. What's he doing under there? See, that was good. It wasn't like... the equivalent is if they would have fucking taken his mask off and it's fucking Heather Jasper Howe again. Except you knew that it was her from the start.
Yeah.
She didn't wear the silver mask thing. She just turned up on top of the Smithsonian Coolsville Museum. I'm Heather Jasper Howe. I'm the villain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these costumes and turn them into real monsters for you to fight. Because I hate you, Mystery Inc. You suck. That's the equivalent.
Maybe just Scooby-Doo villains are real and they made this film. That's what's happened. They're just like, yeah, screw everyone that likes Scooby-Doo. We're just going to make this shit film.
But, okay, what was the point in Dick Dastardly dressing up as like a sexy cartoon woman?
I'm not sure.
Other than to show that he can do that. But then why do that? Because that's the ending. It neuters the ending. If you're going to do it, don't have any reference to him being able to wear masks.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming they went for like...
They were like, we have to establish that masks are a thing, like in Mission Impossible and the other Scooby-Doo film. We have to establish this early on, so when it happens at the end, no one's surprised. No one gives a fuck. Why ruin it?
I think they were like, oh, we'll have a funny bit because Fred's the like man jock.
Yeah.
Who's an idiot.
Fred's a fucking idiot, and he's a horn dog.
We'll throw this like beautiful woman in front of him, and then boom, it turns out to be Dick Dastardly.
Yeah.
Go do that.
Well, they did that. That's definitely what they did.
I didn't like watching it either. Like, it's Scooby-Doo, and they have this woman like going to Fred. Oh, is it a handsome blah blah blah? Like, and acting like sexy and shit.
No, I did quite like the bit in that where she was like, "Oh no, he's got like a really bulbous nose, like a horrible big chin," and he's like, "Oh, but like in a hand," and he's like, "No, like in an ugly way."
Yeah,
that's funny. That's funny.
That was.
And she was like, "It's like someone had a ball of hair and a rat and pushed them together."
A ball and rat, but ball of rat, rat and a ball of hair had a kid.
Yeah.
That was all right.
Yeah,
but watching like
there was like the occasional line where it was like kind of but then some of it was just stupid.
Okay, wait.
Well, a lot of it was just stupid.
One of the jokes for the adults was literally Dick just screaming Dick.
Dick! Dick! Dick!
Because they have this bit where Dick's talking to Scooby-Doo and he's like, I'm Dick Dastardly.
Okay, do you think the Rick thing was a reference to the Rick thing or no?
I don't think so. Okay. I think it's just making fun of Scooby not being able to...
For context, the Rick thing is that in one of the Be Cool Scooby-Doo episodes, they meet a guy called Rick, and he says his name's Rick, and Mr. Ink can't pronounce his name, because they keep saying Rick, but he's like, no, it's Rick, and they're like, Rick, and he's like, no, it's Rick.
Yeah. It's just... No.
So then he said Dick, but then Scooby-Doo said Rick, because he says stuff with an R.
Yeah.
And then he goes, no, Dick with a D, and he goes, yeah, Rick with a D.
I thought that was alright. I was like, okay, Rick with a D.
Yeah, it's funny because he said Dick.
And then he just goes, Dick! Dick! It's nah. Oh,
okay.
The improvement for that weird cop sexy scene. You were talking about how instead of just having like the machine, like the robot things coming out of the car should like turn into one.
Yeah, I thought that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But no, he just went and got a police car somewhere, apparently. Or he got the robots to make one and paint it for him.
Yeah.
Why does he take off that robot's head? Like, what does it do? That pisses him off so much.
It's because it fucks up or something. I can't remember what it did.
And he's like, if you want to be a suck-up, then you're gonna be a Hoover.
Yeah. Oh my god, he literally just like...
Yeah, I thought that bit... Are you going to say the bit where he pulls off its head and throws it in the fire pit?
That's like surprisingly dark.
Yeah.
Literally just goes...
It was kind of...
Oh, it's going to hurt me a lot more than it hurts you. Actually, never mind. Just pulls its head off and throws it into like an incinerator.
Yeah. And
sticks a Hoover on it. Another thing, how does that still work? Surely all the like thinking stuff would be up in the head.
Well, that's why it I don't know.
That Hoover has a brain.
Yeah. I don't think it was for us. Yeah. But if kids like it and it makes them like Scooby-Doo, then I guess I'm for that. So I don't know. Yeah, I think a hit and a miss for me, or a swing and a miss rather. There was no hits. There was a few jokes that were hits, about 3, and we've covered them.
Scrapes.
Which is equivalent of like 1 every half hour because it's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
There you go. What would you give out of? Are we going out of 10 or out of 5?
That's just like out of 5. I don't think it deserves a 10. 10 is just...
Well, yeah, you're not going to give it a 10. You could give it a 1 out of 10.
No, it's like... I'd probably go like 1.5, maybe 2. Okay,
I would go like 2, maybe 2.5 if I was being generous.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's Scoob.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
we were. It's okay.
It's not the best, not the worst.
It's okay. Like, if you don't know anything, go in. Everything's new. I think the only reason to watch it again would be to try and see, like, the little stuff that might be references I missed the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Scoob. That's what we've been waiting for however long. I knew from trailers I was going to prefer Sonic to Scoob, and I didn't even like... Sonic didn't blow me away. Sonic was, like, okay as well. But it was better. It's better than this.
Fair enough.
Jim Carrey. That's what we need. Put Jim Carrey in this.
Oh my god. Jim
Carrey
as the
Jim
villain.
Carrey as Dick Dastardly. There you go, sorry. Who was it? Who was it? Was anyone?
It was Jason Isaacs.
Oh yeah, Jason Isaacs, okay.
Oh, and the Fonz was Keith. That random guy with
I know
balloons.
you keep talking about that Keith. I don't know who the hell he is.
It's that one.
I'm pretty sure I never saw him. Did we see him?
We don't see him. He's
We
just
just hear
like
his
a voice.
Okay.
That one dog with the balloons.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
And Mark Wahlberg. See, that's the thing. Like, the cast is like famous people for this.
Yeah, I think it was another like, oh, put all the famous people in it. It's Scooby-Doo. Let's put all.
Maybe
the,
that
the
was it.
famous
Maybe it was
characters
like
in
maybe they were like, okay, it's not that good of a script, so let's get famous people to be in it, and that might draw some stuff just off name value. I don't know. So yeah, that was Scoob. Any final parting words?
Don't watch this movie if you don't have to.
Well, no one has to.
You never know. Someone like kidnaps her and just like, watch this film.
Yeah, the producers of Scoob would go out and kidnap people to make them watch their film.
I can see it happening.
It'd be more of a fucking mystery than there was in this film, at least. Okay. Final parting thing. What would be in your like perfect Scoob film? Or do you not know? Would you have to see it? Or do you have ideas of like that would be like a great premise, or just like something bits that you would have in it?
Okay, bits. You got to include the mystery. You got to have the mystery.
Yes, a mystery would be good.
You got to like have an over the top chase scene instead of them just like running away and then
it was like
getting beamed.
It was kind of cool, like them robots with the chainsaw bits. That was like I thought they looked pretty fucking cool. But
they only did like the evasion thing. You know how like when they're being chased, they'll disappear behind something and then come back out as someone else.
Oh my god!
They only did that once.
You know the bit. You know, like how they have to kind of have the weird thing where they fool the monster into whatever. They have like the low key bit. Hi, I'm a hairdresser. I'm gonna do your hair. Whatever. Yeah. That bit sucked in this.
It was like too long.
It was too long and it just sucked.
Oh, what would you like to eat?
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Well, what about you over there?
We'll hide behind the counter and then we'll come up and ask you what you want to order. Stupid.
And the only reason it doesn't work is because they're like, oh, we're out of calamari. Oh, God. And then they keep running.
Like we're out of calamari.
That wasn't a bad impression.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll probably sound shit on the recording. So.
Yeah.
Like we're out. I'm not gonna go for it again.
But gotta have the mystery. Gotta have over the top chase scene. Gotta include the like the faking.
I want the gang. We've had enough. I know it's a big plot thing, and it's easy, but I think at this point it's lazy. If you do the Mystery Inc. breaks up and they have to get back together again. Which they didn't officially break up, but they were like kind of outcast and went off and did their own thing. For the whole thing, like Incredibles. So yeah, for me, I would have them together like you do in most other cartoon films. You only need to add on like another 20 minutes to get them up to like an hour and a half, like a feature thing. Because they're like 75 minutes usually, the straight to video ones. To flesh out, have just a really good plot. I know that's like very vague. Like just make it good, but like don't have it in all in one location because I hate that. Like when they have like the farm ones and it's like on the farm. It's like, or when they're on the space station and they're on the space station and they're still on the space station. It's like you need. All right, this had the right idea where it kind of moved around a lot. That part is a good aspect. All right, have an actual mystery. The bad guy should be okay for kids to see, but should have like an element where it's like, okay, shit, that's actually like kind of creepy.
Yeah.
like Aliens and Alien Invaders. When
That-
their
yeah.
first reveal, where they turn around and it's like and it's like then they change from like the silhouette to the fucking big boggle eyes.
Yeah, and then
and
they
the
get
broccoli
abducted
heads
as well, and they're like
Yeah,
taken-
yeah.
Oh god, that's so creepy. But it was
And
good. Like
so Cyber Chase, where you have he's not like overly scary, but he has kind of
that little old lady bit.
yeah the old lady bit where he has
Oh,
for some
God.
reason black hands, and then his electric blue hands turn up later. No, he has human hands.
He has human hands.
Not black hands, human old woman hands.
Yeah,
Magic.
Yeah, human old woman. Maybe he's coding. He's a glitch. Maybe he can just be like, I don't look like this.
They never touched on that. That would be interesting.
That could have been cool.
Because okay, what I always imagined as like my perfect thing would be like, well, not like a perfect thing, but one that'd be really cool, and it's an excuse for you to see stuff. Although the kind of danger of it is that it wouldn't really matter. Although it kind of would, because you'd have to get out again. But somehow something would happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think I spoke to you about this before, where it's set like maybe a week or so after Cyber Chase, and it turns out something happens, and it turns out that they're still in like a simulation.
That would
And then they have to work out how to get out. Because although the problem with that is that they've already caught Bill, so it'd be like kind of how does that work since how they've already caught him? But
that could have just been virtual. That could have just
yeah,
been...
I know. But then that's kind of stupid. But what's the other guy called? 'Cause you've got Bill, Dr. Kaufman, and
I was gonna say Ned, but it's
Eric.
Eric. Yeah.
And then I'm Officer
So it's
Wembley. I think it's Wembley.
Chief of security. Yeah.
I'm head of security.
Yeah.
Wembley's name. Yeah.
That would be good.
Eric. No, fucking old. Yeah.
See, but it would introduce more things.
But yeah, and then and then if would the Cyber Chase come back? I don't know if the Phantom Virus would come back, or whether it could be like a newer thing, like a kind of a virus that's like the AI has like thingied itself and it can like change into different shit. I don't know. I'm kind of talking out my ass here, but like something like that sounds cool. And then that way you've got an excuse to bring back, like they did in the original one. That way you've got an excuse to bring back some of the older cool guys.
Yeah.
Like you had Jaguaro, you had Old Iron Face, you had Tar Monster, Gator Ghoul, Creeper. I think that's pretty much
I
it.
thought there was like another one. Maybe that's all.
No, I think there was 5 because remember there's like 2 on either side, and then they go into the pier, and then Iron Face comes out, and then there's 5 because there's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. I feel like that has some sort of potential. Someone more creative than me because I'm kind of like shit with ideas.
No.
But like that's like as like an initial overview where it turns out they're still in a virtual world, and it's like oh shit, and then there's like a more kind of cerebral bad guy that's clever and it can like change and manipulate stuff around them, and it's got the other bad guys in it because they're just like virtual as well.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have to face it, and it's like you'll never escape. You have to face your past. Some kind of shit. I don't know. That to me would be cool, or just some way that you have loads of reference. Like I was saying, they missed out on loads of opportunities to have loads of references.
Yeah.
I've only seen it once, right? But there may have been some, because there was definitely like some like pinball machines or something.
Yeah.
So some of them might be like the same one from the amusement at the end of Cyber Chase, but I don't know. Yeah.
With you going on about the
Going on. Shut the fuck up, man.
With you like talking about the like the still in virtual reality thing. They could do like a Matrix thing. Whereas like,
but I don't want it to get
glitch back.
I don't want it to get like ridiculous. Like, I feel like what I said's kind of, it would make sense with that story, except for the whole him getting caught. But like you said, it could just be a thing, and that's what he wanted them to see. But it was actually Dr. Kaufman the whole time. I don't know, something like that, or maybe like I don't know.
Wait, what if everyone was like NPCs? So like it's still in development, but it kind of gets more thingy as they go on. So it's like Alexa or something. You like it learns from you. So they're in it and they're going, oh, Like,
I think we're getting way off.
yeah, well, I mean,
because I don't think like a 4-year-old kid would be like, oh, I see. It's a deep dive into the social, like into the psychology of a Mystery Inc. member, and but something like that kind of has, like Cyber Chase, that has kind of stuff for kids. It's them fucking fighting skeletons. That's cool, right? But then also, like, the kind of bigger thing. I don't know. That I just love Cyber Chase. I think maybe I'm just getting kind of distracted by Cyber Chase, but I feel like something like that. I don't know. I don't know what my perfect thing would be, but I always thought that would be like a cool way to get loads of people back, and because kind of that's what made that so. Like, okay, Cyber Chase was cool on his own, but part of that was like you had great characters, and you had people come back. And you're like, oh, it's such and such.
Yeah,
that was cool. So, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see what happens now, because I was going to say they left it up for a sequel, but then I think they caught them in the post credits, not the post credits, but like in the credits.
Yeah, because
so I don't know.
It's like, oh, there's a mystery.
Yeah, there's a mystery. So it was a sea captain,
like,
and then like during the credits, they capture the sea captain. Okay, they caught the captain.
Yeah, great.
The one thing that I thought was interesting that you kind of blew off was there's like a werewolf howl at the end of the credits. It's just weird. Like, why would they have the logo and a werewolf howl?
It sounds like something from one of the episodes. It might have been one of the films, but it sounds like the same sort of howl.
Okay, that's another thing that I quite like. They reused like cues from the original. Yeah. The most notable one that they used a lot was like, you know, like the doing, like the kind of springboard sound effect, I think.
There was a really annoying part with that, because they literally just like a bunch of stuff was happening, so everyone had like the same sound effects.
Okay.
It just kind of like there was too many sound effects.
Yeah.
So it's just like boing, ding, doing, boing.
That sounds like literally isn't it a bit on like Frank and Creepy, where it's like ding dong ding, and it like that's like how they sound, like there's like certain numbers. Okay, any final words?
I don't think
I didn't realize we had so much to talk about, although we have kind of just like talked about Scooby-Doo, which kind of helped in terms of the actual film. I guess we thought it was meh to okay.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't recommend it, and I don't think we need to watch it again. Although I might in like a year just to look back and see if I can see anything new in it. But that would probably be it. If you're a kid and you saw this, do you think you'd like it or not?
I mean,
I think it's I think as a kid you'd be entertained because there's a lot happening.
Yeah, instead of like there's a few talky bits, but it's not like that much.
Yeah, like when Simon Cowell turns up.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, Simon Cowell's there. Oh, they're gone. Oh, they're bowling.
Yeah.
Chase.
Yeah.
And then it goes from that.
Oh, Blue Falcon. Oh, blah blah blah.
It keeps moving. It doesn't really slow down.
Did you think we were going to see Blue Falcon's dad?
I
was 100% sure we were going to see him.
I was kind of like expecting.
I thought he was going to come out. I thought he was going to come out at the end and be like, "Come on, son," and yeah.
You know those like ghost things where it's like, "Oh, your dad would be proud of you," and then it's like, "Oh, I am proud of you," and you, like look up and he's like in the sky or something.
He's not dead.
Yeah, no. But, which would have been funny. He's like, "Oh my god, you died?" He's like, "No, I'm just like using my own jetpack."
Yeah, or like a hollow. It looks like a ghost. But
yeah,
we were saying they should use that as like a joke. Because he was like, he's not here, and we're like, oh, yeah, they're gonna lead into like I thought they were gonna like cut to the dad in his outfit, but like kind of like a kind of shitty outfit, like an Adam West Batman.
Yeah,
but it's a Falcon Arrow,
old
like
fatter.
with like a cocktail in a deck chair,
like
or something. On. I thought we were going to see him for the joke, but it wasn't. He was just like, oh no, he just retired.
Yeah.
Or like, oh no, he just went to what was it? It was Miami Beach. No, it was
it's Palm Beach.
Palm Beach. That was it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the joke. He just says it. Well, then you get to see it. I don't know. I like visual humor, I think. So, although to be fair, saying that, some of the best comedy things from the old series were lines, but that's because it had a lower budget and they were working with what they had. The amount of assets that they had to reuse. Like, when you go back and look at it, because I pointed this out to you, I'm pretty sure, like, when you see, because it'd have, like, obviously the painted background.
Yeah.
But then the stuff that they'd interact with would be like a lighter colour. Do you remember?
Yeah. It's like So instead of being a pain, it's literally just like
Yeah, so they do it like over the
outlines.
top rather than having to do the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah, which is why a lot of their dialogue had to be better, because you'd be in like one. Well, with any episodes of stuff nowadays. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't watch cartoons like new ones nowadays. I don't know. They'd stay in like one place, kind of. It'd be like, okay, this one's on a pirate ship. Although the pirate ship that I'm thinking of, you have like the hotel, then you have the pirate ship, then you have the sea, then you have the cave, then you have the pirate's cave.
yeah.
So actually, maybe I'm just kind of talking on my ass. But okay, bottom line is, in the old days, they used to use lines way better. Like the lines were just sharper and
it was more witty.
Yeah, like,
because they didn't have to like rely on.
And I don't feel like I'm talking nostalgically, because I think people would agree. Shaggy's saying that he can like hear someone laughing, and they're like, it's just the wind, and he goes, that's the first wind I've heard with a sense of humour. Yeah. There wasn't anything that witty in this film.
It was
50 years later.
It relied on.
It relied on shitty music.
Yeah.
Fucking celebrity cameos that were no point. A big expensive cast, and yeah, I feel like they needed just a tighter kind of base.
It doesn't feel like a Scooby-Doo film because they don't have.
It doesn't feel like a Scooby-Doo film.
A lot of the main
which
things,
I think kind of helps it in the way that I didn't like it, but I was more willing to go with it because it was so
different.
Because it was like earlier on I was able to be like, okay, this isn't a Scooby-Doo film.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take it for what it is. Because I've always said to you, it's like a Despicable Me.
Mm.
It's just kind of crazy robots, big stuff. Like, it was that kind of thing. Yeah.
Crap. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like we've covered everything.
Yeah.
Everything from 50 years. Every single thing that there is to cover. From 50 years of Scooby-Doo.
Maybe we should do the other films. We should just, like, try and hit, like, a weekly thing of each.
Weekly?
Yeah.
Weekly? It's taken a year to do this one. It's taken a year for the latest thing that isn't an audiobook.
Spoilers.
What about if we did, like, a...
we should do, like, a Scoob...
Yeah, like, okay, what would we call it, though? The Scoob something, and we just review every... We go back to the start, we review every
episode.
Yo! Okay, this is actually... Okay, I'm excited. This is, like, actually, like, a thing. So we go from, like... What was like, the first one? Like, Blues Brothers? Or, like, Scooby Goes Hollywood, or Arabian Nights, or some shit, even though it's shit. But we can say how shit it is.
It's like... Because we can talk about what would improve it as well. Like, we don't have to just shit on it.
Yeah, for like each film.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we have a thing. Yes. So it won't be like an episode. What's like the thing? What can we have like under? Like the Scooby-Doo review. Even though that's kind of lame. Scooby-Doo reviews.
I mean, there's not much else we can call it.
It rhymes. Yeah, I think going in chronological order just makes sense.
Yeah. Like, you can't not. So we started with this one, but that's just because we like.
Yeah, that's just because we'll go backwards.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to watch that film again. I don't want to watch Return to Zombie Island, please. No, yeah, okay. Yeah, if we do it chronologically, then it can be fucking far away when we watch it again.
Yeah.
Good, that works.
Yeah,
that works for me. I don't
go.
want to watch it. Okay, so I'll have to try and come up with like a snappy title. Scooby-Doo. Jib.Suave's Scooby-Doo reviews. Scooby-Doo movie review.
Scooby Mania. jib.suave's Scooby Mania.
Mystery Think.
Oh, yeah. That Mystery Think.
But then it doesn't really get across what it is.
Like,
Unless it's Return to Zombie Island, we call it Mystery Stink.
What, just for that one?
Yes, Mystery Stink. So we're thinking what we could do is a series where we review all of the Scooby-Doo movies in chronological order, but we need a snappy name. Because I'm thinking Mystery Think or the Scooby-Doo reviews or something. I don't have that as like its own kind of playlist section. Yeah. What's the word for it? Like, other than playlist, like its own like series. Yeah. We'll go in like chronological order and do a review and talk about every Scooby-Doo film, much like we did with this one. So if you guys, all the giblets out there, if you have any... So if you guys, all the giblets out there, if you have any kind of ideas for what a really good name for our Scooby-Doo specific series would be, if you like Mystery Think, or if you think that sucks, if you think Mystery Think stinks, then tell me, give me some good suggestions. I'll talk about them on the next episode, because the next episode should be coming out in the next few weeks. So, yeah, it'll be separate to the podcast, but like its own thing, and I think it'll be fun because, not to brag, but we kind of know a lot about it, so I think we'd have a lot to bring to it and a lot to talk about.
We know a lot about it, and we just generally enjoy the films.
Yeah.
Well, most of them.
And then the ones that we don't, we can talk about how shit they are, so that's even better. So yeah, some sort of series, something like that. Give us some suggestions in the comments, and tell us if you think that'd be cool. So
if you don't, we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, if you don't, we're gonna do it anyway. So give us some support, and say you think it's a great idea. So yeah, any final words to all the giblets out there?
No, not really. Just
or the Windjammer Bammers, or whatever you call your what are your fans called?
I don't know. I thought I would just call them the Windjammers because.
Oh, okay, that's pretty.
It's like all my fans are like my
extra family. So you're like the Jake Paulers. You've got Your Jake Paulers are the
Windjammers.
The Windjammers. Okay.
Like,
what about the Windjammerers?
Windjammers?
Because it's just add an ERS to his name. So if you just go Windjammers.
Yeah. If you're a Windjammerer, let us know.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. We need a name for our Scooby-Doo series that we're going to start doing, and we need a name for all the fans of Lucas and Windjammer Watson. Like the Watson brothers. What are their fans called? Are you Windjammers? Are there any fans out there? That's a good question. There might not be. You might not need to come up with one because no one likes it. That might be a thing. Okay. That was our review of Scoob, and like we said, we'll hopefully be looking to, because everyone's stuck in the house, including us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're kind of letting people out, but
it's we're gonna stay in anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna stay in anyway because fuck the system. Yeah, because homie don't play that. Homie don't stay inside. That's what I'm saying. This new series is gonna be sweet as a nut, and we're gonna nail it. We need a name for it, so you guys give us some names, some good suggestions, or some thumbs up on the ideas that we've kind of come up with here.
Yeah. And
so that being said,
well, I guess we'll end it there.
Yeah, we'll end it there. So yeah, no further words.
Nope.
No further words for me, other than to say that you have been listening to the man who's straight as a leek and sweet as a nut, jib.suave, and my healthy companion, Windjammer Watson. Do you have any kind of catchphrases, nicknames?
No, not yet. Sadly.
Okay, if you've got any more nicknames for for Windjammer, we need titles for the Scooby-Doo review series. Scooby-Doo review, jib.suave, Scooby-Doo review. That could be an option. So we need a title for the Scooby-Doo review series. We need a title for Windjammer's fans, and he needs some kind of catchphrase or nickname. That's the word. Anyway, I'm the man that's straight as a leek and sweet as a nut. This is Windjammer Watson, who is nothing because he has no catchphrases. You have been listening to jib.suave. This was our review of Scoob, and all I have to say is thank you, good night, much love, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Bye.
We're waving.
We're waving. You took my line. I thought you said you didn't have any catchphrases.
I'll just steal yours as well.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Shut the fuck up. Bye. We're waving.